Well, I was with this guy that I thought I was in love with, and he told me he loved me and everything. And before everything started getting really bad, he convinced me to film stuff. And I was a bit hesitant and whatever, as you would be, because it was a new thing and I wasn't sure about it. But I went ahead anyway because I loved him and I wanted to do something nice for him. So we done it, and that was that for a while, and then things started getting really bad. I never thought it would get out or anything like that. In fact, I just forgot about the whole video, that it was there and everything. I really didn't think he was that revengeful.
And yet, you did see that video again. When did you realise that it had gone out onto the internet?
Well, he said to me that he'd put it out there, but I honestly didn't believe that he would. And then he did, and I still didn't believe he did because he told me. And then I found out that he did because of all these people that were messaging me on Facebook telling me about it. And it was awful.
How did it make you feel? Was it something you'd even considered could happen to that video?
I never believed it. I thought it was like something that happens to celebrities. I didn't think it would be an issue for people like me because it's not something that's done.
Did you ever think that it could happen to you, or that this video would ever be used against you in this way?
No, I honestly didn't believe that he had that in him. I mean, he said he loved me, so why would anyone do something so hurtful?
How did it make you feel?
Well, at first, when I first found out about it, I was too shocked to feel anything, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. I can't believe he's done this. And pretty much my friends had to do it all for me, like feel the emotion for me, and they joked about it, so then I didn't feel so bad, and which is lucky, like very lucky for me, because a lot of people don't have that. But it was very startling.
Were there any people that sort of used it against you, that almost tormented you about it, I suppose?
I have had a few people kind of jokingly being a bit funny about it, but I don't believe I've done anything wrong. He's the person that's done something wrong. I was being loving towards my boyfriend, and I didn't put it out there. I didn't aim for everyone else to see it, and yeah.
Did you go to anybody official about it? Did you ever think about reporting it to the police?
Well, when the day that I found out, and I was really shocked about it, and I couldn't cope with my own emotions, didn't know how to feel, my friend actually called the police for me, and they come and they took a statement and everything. But the woman that took the statement was so like compassionate and that, and she really understood how I felt, and she was very sincere, and she said like she's so sorry that she couldn't do anything about it. She thought it was awful, that nothing could be done about it. She said to me that the only way something can be done is if he harasses me further, like he messages me and I tell him not to, and then he keeps messaging me again. This revenge porn means nothing. It's only if he tries talking to me, which seems ridiculous, really.
And yet he'd put out there pictures of you doing intimate things, and that wasn't bad enough.
Yeah, completely against my will. And I don't understand how that is not a bad thing, but for someone to keep messaging you is, okay, that is a bad thing, obviously, but that should be more harassment than that, because you're getting like loads of people messaging you, loads of people are seeing this that you didn't want to. You're getting violated by strangers and by someone that you loved.
Have you been in touch with him at all since he put the video out there?
I haven't, because the police told me not to, and that if he does, I'm to, tell him not to and to report it, so then he can get done. But he did message me a couple of months later asking for us to get back together, which was just crazy.
So you've now got MPs and campaigners saying that legally we need to see more done to deal with this. it is an issue. The fact that we all use social networks now, it is potentially an issue, and people are filming all kinds of things on their phones. What would you like to see done to protect people like yourselves?
Well, I understand that if someone takes a picture of somebody, even if like it's on their phone or something like that, the person that takes the picture has the right over it, which I think is stupid, because that makes them nothing to do with it. I understand like when it's like weddings and stuff like that, I think there should be like some formal contract to say that the photographer or the filmer has rights over that. I think in every other case, the person that's in the film, it's theirs, that is theirs, unless someone else signs it and they, you know, there's a formal thing, because then that would stop these nasty things from happening. I don't want to compare it to rape, because that's really bad, but it can have the same psychological effects. I mean, I've heard of people killing themselves over revenge porn and stuff like that, and that happens to people that have been raped and stuff. And if these horrible things are happening because of it, something needs to be done about it, and it needs to be noticed.
And how has it left you feeling about ever filming things in an intimate way, or taking intimate photos with people you might be with in the future?
That is never ever going to happen again, and I will encourage all my friends and everyone I know not to do that. Even if it's like you're adamant that you are totally in love and you trust this person so much, like your husband or your wife or whatever, just don't do it, because there's so much risk to it. It's terrible, because you think you love someone, but you can only really trust yourself, and that's a horrible thing to think.